Hey there! So today we have another review, and this is another beer from Ellipsis. This is the last one of the bunch, and this is Princess Peached. So this is part of our 2-year anniversary, released right before 2-year anniversary. And so this is a peach sour. This uses our base Berliner Weiss, 4%. And then it has an addition of vanilla, cinnamon, and peach.
Princess Peached.
Yeah.
This whole time I thought you were saying Princess Peach.
Yeah. Inspired obviously by Smash Brothers. It's actually quite interesting. We'll talk about the beer a little bit more. But beer comes in, actually looks like a New England IPA, right? Mm-hmm. Like gold color, medium plus full on haze on there. Off-white head.
Sediment in mine.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, it must be cinnamon.
Yeah.
Right there, I see it.
For sure. Or maybe, I don't know what it could be. Yeah. Smells like vanilla. For sure. Up front, it's like tons of vanilla.
Sour.
Yeah.
But yeah, vanilla.
And then,
almost like
peach rings?
No, almost like cheesecake.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit of dairy kind of lactic thing going on. Yogurty, sour, cream cheese, yeah.
Yeah. Yogurty.
Yeah. So yogurt, kind of like peach rings, peach in syrup, whatever you call them in the can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canned peaches.
I'm not quite getting the cinnamon, but a good amount of vanilla. Maybe a little bit of the hair of the cinnamon. Cheers. Yeah.
That's good.
Tastes like peach yogurt.
Sure.
Right?
I don't know. I don't eat yogurt.
Oh, well, to me, it tastes like peach yogurt. You know, like peach on the bottom, kind of yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
The vanilla comes in, that kind of like a creamy, sour, yogurty kind of thing comes in. The peaches come in. There's a good amount of like acidity there. Cinnamon, not really. It's maybe a background note, which is like really desserts this beer up.
I do get a lot of vanilla on this one.
Me too. A lot of vanilla.
It's oddly like sweet and sour at the same time.
And creamy at the same time.
Yeah.
It has that like creamy dairy thing.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but having it be sweet and sour, it's kind of confusing.
Yeah, the vanilla tricks your brain into thinking it's sweet, but the beer is actually quite tart. Mm-hmm. So it's actually interesting. Okay. What's your final impression rating on this one?
This is another really good one from Ellipsis.
Yeah.
I actually got to stop in the tap room yesterday and try a few. Didn't get to try this one. I kind of wish I would have because this is pretty good. I like their take on this. Really, I mean, I do. Yeah, it's kind of warming almost.
Yeah,
you know, as cold as it is, it's pretty nice.
It's also low alcohol, so it's not really alcohol warmth. It's like it's acidity warmth, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's from the cinnamon. That being said, yeah, I do like this one. I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, I don't like it as much as most of the ones I've had from Ellipsis so far. But I still think it's fairly good. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 91.
Cool. I was right in that range. Interesting thing about this beer is that I think it's quite good. I really like that yogurty kind of thing it goes on. The beer is actually quite tart, and on the back end you actually end up quite noticing that. It's actually quite snappy and sour. Almost a little much, which is quite nice. Reminds me of some of the gozes, you know, that I remember drinking. They were quite sour. Crazy thing about this beer is that actually with our can release, this is the one that we have the most cans of, whereas the berry cannon, the other sour, is the one that we have the least of, that we actually sold out of. And I much prefer this beer over that beer. Mm-hmm. That beer is literally sweethearts and Smarties in a glass, whereas this one actually has a little of like, I mean, again, I'm trying to make beer taste like candy, or I'm trying to make beer taste like yogurt and vanilla and cinnamon, and you know, like it's got a little bit more like flavors that I want in a beer.
This tastes more like a beer drinker's beer.
And it's also just a little bit more nuanced. There's more flavors in it. It's not just, hey, this is sugar and sour and sweethearts. This is a little bit of vanilla and yogurt and peaches and cinnamon, and you know, it just has a little bit, like, I think a little bit more about the beer versus that beer. It's like, okay, that's like, forget about it, you know. Mm-hmm. Again, very crazy. And like, I try to taste people on these beers, and in general, people love the berry cannon. They tend not to like this one as much. So, what do I know? But for my opinion, my palate, that's good. 91. I was right in that range when you're talking. I'm like, you know, I'm just listening. I'm like, what am I going to go? Very good. Princess Peached, Ellipsis. If you guys try this one out, let me know what you think. Again, I guess my palate is different from the market's palate because People love the berry cannon. They want all that sugar in there. But for me, this is, by the way, this beer is vastly more tart and sour compared to the berry cannon. Even though it's the same base recipe, it's obviously the amount of sugar that you balance it out with. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Let me know if you've had a dessert sour like this recently. Later.